Welcome to this short practice that is for your menstrual cycle. So this specific practice is for you if you are experiencing your period right now and you're feeling low on energy, or perhaps you have some sensations of cramps in your hip area. This will help to release those cramps. So most of this practice is done in a lying down position, and we'll begin lying on your right side. As you begin to lie on your right side, you want to release your right arm by the side of your ear so that your right bicep becomes a pillow for your head, and then the whole of your body begin to relax against the ground. You may wish to soften both knees, bend them slightly so that you can feel the support of the ground. Now we'll start working with your left leg. As you inhale, slowly begin to bend your left knee and raise it all the way up to the sky. Maybe you can use your left hand to guide and feel the muscles underneath your left leg, and exhale to release them down. We'll do this 2 more times. Inhale to spread your wings, flexing your toes, ankles, exhale to release. One last time, inhale, really spreading every single feather of your wings. This time, if you would like to, maybe holding the back of your thigh, your calves, ankles, or even using your index fingers, index and middle finger to hook onto your big toe. And we'll come into a side reclining big toe position, working with the underside of your left leg for 3, 2, 1. Now softly bend that left knee and we'll place your left foot behind you. Lengthen your right leg along the ground. Inhale to slowly rise up and place your right palm on the ground, forming a triangle shape underneath your body. Option to stay here. So inhale to lengthen the spine and create space between your right shoulder and your ear. Exhale to shrug your shoulder and feel the stretch along the right of your ribcage, your lung, your waist. Inhale, really lengthen, push the ground away. Exhale to soften and feel the right side of your waist. One last time. Inhale, push the ground away. Exhale, let that go. Feel that stretch. Great. Now we'll continue to push the ground away to create space. First option, the first repetition, will place your left hand on your belly. Press down through your back foot. Inhale, maybe lift the hips up just the tiny bit. And then exhale, release, let that go. Second time, press down through your right hand, outer corner of your right foot and the left foot behind you. And maybe with your hand you can touch the sky. Second time, softly release as you breathe out. Now last repetition, if you would like to come into full wild thing, press down through your back foot. Inhale, rainbow your hips up, open your heart, touch the sky. And as you breathe out, slowly release, let that go. And now from here, we'll step your left foot forward in front of your right thigh. From here, we'll come up to your right forearm and we'll work a little bit more with the sides of your waist as well. Pressing down through the bottom of your left foot, inhale, lift the hips up just a tiny bit and your left fingers. Exhale to come down. 2 more times, inhale to lift. Exhale to come down. One last time, inhale to lift. Exhale to come down and relax the shoulder, feel that stretch. Great, with your next breath, let's rise back onto the palms and we'll turn towards your right side and walk your left foot a little bit closer towards where your palms are. And making sure that your left foot is on the outside of your left palm and both palms are right underneath your shoulders. So slowly begin to shift your hips back and forward, working with your groin and hip area. You may wish to lift your toes as you do so, moving forward and back. I have to inhale as I reach forward and then exhale as I reach back. One last time on your own. Great, this time we'll stay marinating in the hip area. This is the area that's connected to your uterus. Also where you're experiencing probably the cramps from the surrounding area. Option to stay here, option to walk your foot out diagonally. Keep pressing down through your right palm and maybe even use your left palm to gently guide that left knee away. So the big palm might lift off the ground, the inside corner of your left foot might lift off the ground, and that's great. Keep opening and revolving your chest up towards the sky. Option to stay here, option to reach your left arm back. Maybe the back heel floats off, maybe you can touch the ball of the foot, the ankle, or maybe the top of your back leg. And keep opening your chest as you come into a lizard lunge with a stretch for your back quadricep muscle and hip flexor. And stay here for 3, 2, breathing in and out. Last one. Exhale to release, let that go. Slowly using your palms to guide your left foot across, and you'll come into a pose called pigeon. So this is a stretch for the outer hip area and the outer thigh area. From here, either guiding your foot can be close towards your hip, or you might walk the foot out so it's a little bit more parallel to the top of your yoga mat. This will depend on your hip anatomy and how your femur, your thigh bone fits in your hip socket. The most important thing is that you should feel a stretch around this surrounding area. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale will begin to drape your body, maybe coming down onto one or both forearms, or maybe all the way down on the ground. And we'll stay for a couple of breaths here, really softening, focusing, noticing the sensations in your outer hip area. If you would like to, you can close your eyes. Staying here for 3, 2, and softness, letting your forehead maybe touch down. Last 1. With your next inhale, slowly rise up. Let the palms come underneath your shoulders. You will lean towards your left thumb, your left hip area, and feel the most of the weight of your body in the left hip. Bend your back knee and slowly, without rush, guiding your back leg across from the back so that it swings in front of you, and bringing your left foot on the inside of your right thigh. Now we'll come into a forward fold, Janushisthasana, forehead to knee pose. As you inhale, flow the arms up to the sky, tilt your pelvis forward. As you exhale, begin to descend, let your forehead begin to flow downwards towards the earth. And we'll stay here for 3 full inhalations and exhalations, connecting with the whole of the muscle chain along the back of your right leg, also along the back of your spine. 1 more breath. Great. Now inhale, rise up. And exhale, we'll repeat the same flow on the other side. Let's lie down completely on your left side. Halfway through, and your left bicep becoming a pillow for your head, for your ear. The right palm perhaps in front of your chest. Take a few breaths here. Notice your energy level. Notice how you feel. Knowing that this time during your menstruation is an important period for rest. Any movements to be done really carefully with care, with love and compassion for yourself. Now from here, slowly begin to raise the right leg up towards the sky, turning the toes up towards you. And then exhale softly, releasing, letting that go. 2 more times. Inhale, maybe your hand touches the back of the leg. The toes turn more towards you, the heel up towards the sky. And then exhale, letting that go. 1 last time, turning the toes outwards. And then this time, if you'd like to, you can come back into your big toe pose, lifting the entire of your legs, spreading your wings. Staying here for 1 more breath. And as you release, breathing out, bend your knee and place your right foot behind you. Slowly with the support of your palms, option to rise up onto your left palm and straighten your left leg underneath you. So as you exhale, relax your left shoulder close towards your ear, and you feel the stretch along the whole left side of your body. Inhale to lift and push away using your palms. Lengthen your spine. Exhale to shrug that shoulder. Good. 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale to shrug. One last time, inhale to lift and exhale to shrug. Wonderful. From here, with the next breath, inhale to lift. Let your right palm come onto your belly and let your belly almost begin to revolve upwards towards the sky. As you inhale, let the outer corner of your left foot connect with the earth. Lift your hips up just a bit. Exhale to come down. Second time, press down through your palm, through the underside of your right foot and the outer corner of your left foot. Maybe lift up a little bit higher with your hips. Maybe the fingers touch the sky. And then exhale to come down. One last time. Inhale, if you like to come into full wild thing, open your heart, arch the spine. And as you exhale, release that rainbow, slowly come down. Notice how that feels. We'll come onto your left forearm this time and step your right foot in front of your left thigh. The foot will face in the direction as per your chest. From here, inhale, working the side of your body. Lift as you breathe in. Exhale as you release. Two more times. Inhale to lift. Exhale to let that go. One last time. Inhale to lift. And exhale to slowly release. We'll walk the palms as you turn towards your left side and slide your right foot forward. Let the palms or fingertips connect with the earth. And here we'll begin to guide your hip forward and back. You may wish to lift your right toes as you do so, working with your groin area, your hip area, noticing the sensations in your body as you shift forward and back between lizard and something like a half split. Perhaps breathing as you reach your heart forward and then breathing out as you fold. One last time on your own. And let's all meet in the heart reaching forward in your lizard lunge pose with both palms of fingertips on the ground. Now press on actively through your left hand and option to walk your right foot out so it comes off even the yoga mat and it's pointing diagonally to create more space for your hips. So you can really work deep into this area. You might also use your right hand to gently guide the inner knee away so that maybe your big toe mound comes off the ground. Option to stay here. Option to bend that back knee and maybe use your hand to hold on to that top of the foot, maybe your ankle, opening your heart. Then your stretch, your lizard lunge stretch for your back thigh, your back hip flexor. And we'll stay for 3, 2, opening your heart. Last 1. Exhale, release that back leg, let your right hand come down. Slowly belly drawing in. We're going to glide your right foot across. Coming into your pigeon pose, adjusting the stance as you move. This is a stretch or pose for your outer right hip, outer right thigh area, as well as your thumb, your glute muscle, gluteus maximus, medius, and minimus. As you inhale, press down through the palms, try a little bit of lift through the spine. As you exhale, settle back in, and then maybe you come onto 1 or 2 forearms. Maybe you begin to lie all the way down onto the ground. Finding your variation, your softness. And we'll stay here for 3, 2, 1. Slowly inhale, rising up through the strength of your palms. As you exhale, letting the weight of your body shift and gently glide over to your right hip. Bending your left knee, slowly guiding it forward as you swing that leg forward. And we'll come to your Janushirasana, forehead to knee pose, with your right foot pressing along the inside of your left thigh. As we breathe in, let the palms float up towards the sky. As you breathe out, let the palms begin to flow downwards towards your legs. And let your forehead begin to soften. Let the whole of your body begin to surrender towards the earth. One more full inhale and exhale, softening here. With your next inhale, gently and slowly rising up, taking all the time you need. And then exhale, we'll begin to bend both knees. To close today's practice, we'll do a gentle restoration to open the top of the chest, to connect with your heart area, and then soften and breathe from the belly area. There are two options for your support. If you have yoga blocks, you might choose to align the blocks as such with your the first one at the second level, the height, and then for your shoulders, apologies for your hip, and the other one at the lowest height for your thoracic spine, the back of your shoulders. So how to come down on this area, we will begin to bend knees. Make sure the back of the shoulder blades begin to rest on the first block, and then your hip rests on the other block. If you don't have blocks or books at home, you can also use toilet rolls. These are perfectly fine as well, and I will show you how to use them. So for this one, you will have to use 2 toilet rolls for your head and 1 for your shoulders, right between your shoulders. And the height is roughly around the same as well. Adjust these. Before turning away from them, let your knees bend. Let the palms come underneath your shoulders and slowly bend your elbows. Let the tip of where your ribcage begins to end touch down on towards that area. Feel the shoulder blades connect. And then adjust the other toilet roll so that they completely support the back of your skull. Okay, and feel free to use 1 or 2 hands to adjust the positioning. So if you find that right positioning, your waist area should be clear. You can see my fingers can cross over that entire waist area. It's clear. It's right between the 2 shoulder blades where your wings are. You feel a slight opening of your chest area. From here, I want to invite you to let your palms rest on top of your lower belly, your uterus area. If you're experiencing a heavy flow or very tired, or you have some lower back pain, you're welcome to widen your feet so that they come off the yoga mat and let the knees drop in towards each other. Here we'll practice some deep diaphragmatic breathing or dantian breathing. So this area of your belly is connected to your lower dantian. And qigong, dantian means elixir field or energy field. And also within yoga, this area roughly maps onto your solar plexus and your sacral chakra. So in between both of them, connected with both your inner power as well as your sexuality or sensuality. So as you breathe out, softening your belly. As you're breathing in, allow and feel your belly to rise and fall. You may wish to close your eyes. You'll stay here for at least about 10 breaths or even longer if you can. Every inhale, feeling the support of the ground, of the blocks of the rolls underneath you. With every exhale, feel your heart soften, feel your tailbone tuck under, feel the whole weight of your body begin to dissolve. Feel any stress and tension from the day, from the week, from these weeks, months, begin to drop away, melt away. You're welcome to stay here for as long as you wish. This is one of the most restorative positions that you can stay in. That helps you release tension from your chest while beginning to nurture and nourish your womb, your uterus. When you feel like you've had enough, Gently place the palms, press down through the elbows, lift and move the blocks away from you, and then gently and slowly begin to lie down on your back. Taking a few breaths here, noticing how that feels. Then gently and slowly lengthen one arm, rolling over to one side, letting that arm become a pillow for your head to rest on. And then when you feel ready, slowly pushing yourself up, coming into a comfortable seated position. And let's take a couple of moments here if you wish to close your eyes. Placing one hand on your ears, one hand on your heart. Breathing in here. Feeling both of these areas connected, your middle and lower dantian, roots of energy. The sacral, solar plexus, and your heart anahata chakras. May you find that softness and nourishment within you always. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice for your period. I hope this has been supportive for you and looking forward to seeing you in the next video.